Hello, everybody. Phenomenal Sir coming at you with a brand new challenge run of, you guessed it, Rings of Power. So, tonight we are going to be tackling one of the hardest challenge runs I've been able to come up with so far, and it is the Light and the Dark challenge run. We will be attempting to beat the entire game with only the Necromancer and the Conjurer recruited. This is going to be janky. It's going to be scary, but with perseverance, as we always do, we will get dim rings of power. So, without further ado, we start the new game. The adventure begins, and as usual, Dawn finds you on the. Oh, well, we went too fast. On the path going into town. Time to go to the academy. Master Thalmus wants to speak with you. I've decided I want to start getting inside before I turn off the help and everything. Just because I know I'm putting myself at risk of an early bear attack if I don't. So, alrighty. So first things first, when we start this up, we're gonna never get over that. We're gonna probably go straight for the Necromancer. And then once we get the Necromancer, we're going to have to go back and level up some. And then come back and get the firewood, because there is no way on God's flat earth that we are going to be able to... Hey, Splangy! There is no way that we are going to be able to defeat the Conjurer. We need to get the fire key. Welcome in, Splangy. Forgive the music. This is like the worst soundtrack in the entire game, and it's the one they make you start the game with. So if you can just stay crunchy for about 5 minutes, you won't have to hear this again like for an hour. I see we are all here, even Darius and Fezzik. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen. Today's topic is Stun. It takes very little energy to cast and does little damage. As you gain experience, it will become your spell of last resort. Stun has a range of about 10 feet and gives your enemy a painful jolt. I will demonstrate. Pow! 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 Students, you are ready to use the Stun spell. I have a task for each of you. Buck, Axthal at the Temple of Nexus has asked to see you. When you're finished there, come back and I'll give you your assignment. Lesson over. It's just like college. Alrighty. So we're going to go to the local Temple of Nexus. Thalmus has told me you are reaching some skill with your early training. He has instructed you on the first combat spell. This is a dangerous time for a young sorcerer. For science! This is a dangerous time for science! You must choose the path of truth. The quick and easy path of void is all too tempting. May Nexus's eternal strength be with you. Alright, we got our tome. That's basically our free Bible that we're never going to use. It has no actual quest use. It's just... it's there. There's a little quote in there about Nexus, but... Heed the words of the priest, Buck. He is wiser than you know. You'll find a key on the floor of my room. Use it to open the chest nearby. Inside is a map of Ushkaba. Use the map to find the hermit who lives in the hills to the south. Last night, he was seen stealing the eye symbol from the academy door. You can try talking to him, but I'm afraid he's not very reasonable. If he won't give you the eye to you, practice your stun spell on him. When you have the eye, bring it to me, and I'll have the groundskeeper nail it back to the door. God, this music's terrible. And you can't even like turn it off permanently, because you gotta when you talk to somebody, it's gonna start the music up again. But such is life. So we found out in our previous playthrough from Super Whiteout that chests are actually regenerated by combat and not by completing quests, which is what I had always thought. I thought that it was based on completing quests, but you're one of those sorcerers, aren't you? I hate sorcerers. Why are you bothering me? What do you spend your time doing? I used to be a mighty sorcerer, but Thaumas gave me the boot. Now I do nothing. And then he goes Bazooik. But that's okay. We got him. We got this old man. We've also determined that Berserk does not lower your defense, so we can just go ham right off the beginning. Hashtag ham strats. Boom, boom. Kind of a crummy attack routine. There we go. Whew. Aw, yeah. Give me that lurk. Schneider's going to be taking notes. Philip Schneider one day hopes to conquer this game so that he too can have the legendary Beat Rings of Power tag on Jank Bros. Currently only claimed by 3 of our more than 180 members. The best game ever made. It's true. It is the greatest open world RPG ever made for the Sega Genesis by Naughty Dog Software. And I will fight you if you disagree. Oh, wait, whoa. That was weird. I got locked in place for a second there. Alrighty. More gems. You get, oh, I almost messed up. You get, you know what? I'm not going to buy the gems yet. I'm going to just go ahead, because I always end up having to come here anyway, so I'm just going to skip that step. You've done well, Buck. This is the second spell of sorcery, Clue. Check with the guild masters in the guild halls to obtain your other spells. Come with me, I have a very important announcement to make. Buck, you're the most promising of my students. If anything happens to me, seek my friend Hack in the City of Division. I will not. I will seek my friend Phlegm in the City of Blood. We'll turn the sound down just for a little bit, just so we get out of here, because this is pretty ferocious. Emino and Rokus are early as usual, and Father Yappa is here as well. But where are Darius and Fezzik? Will they keep us waiting again? We're trying to beat it with only 3 characters tonight, Philip. We're going to be doing only the Sorcerer, the Conjurer, and the Necromancer. So this is going to be a weird one. We're going to have to spend like an hour getting ready before we can actually start getting rings. Thank you all for coming. The things I must tell you are of the utmost urgency. As you may know, I've recently been researching the origins of the 6 arts. You are familiar with the stories of the Rings of Power and of the Rod of Creation. Until now, these stories have been dismissed as legends, but the 6 guild masters have uncovered evidence that the Rings of Power do indeed exist. There are 11 rings, which are the foundation of Nexus's power and the power of the 6 arts. This has frightening implications, for when the rings are together, they form the Rod of Creation, the most powerful object known to us. Void and his minions seek the rings even as we speak. You must each form parties and find them before Void can reassemble the rod. The locations are... Darius! You attack me? I feared that Void's influence reached this far. Students, disperse! No. Die, Thaumas. Your master's dying word forces itself into the mind of all present, scattering them across the globe. You find yourself outside a strange city. Seek my friend Hack was Thaumas' last request. Might you find him here? We leveled. Alrighty, so we are going to pop in, buy Jolt, go us, save before we go outside. Probably some bears wandering around the city. And because I didn't spend all that money before, I can actually just buy a ship now. But I probably shouldn't do that yet. I should just go straight on to blue. No. We are going to buy a ship. Because the sooner we buy a ship, the less pirates there will be. Ship. There we go. So now we got a ship. And I am going to resupply a little bit, and then we'll do a treasure room run. But first, I need to bribe this fool. And we're going to need to save a little bit of money to get down and around. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I will kill Scourge so that I can get into the treasure room for the extra treasure chests. And then... Love it. You love to see it. You love to see it, y'all. Exactly enough money. It's like I've played this before. I wonder if we can get a round 1 kill. Nope. Not even close. So we're gonna basically go through the motions like we're trying to get Slash. We're just not gonna actually get the symbol. We're just gonna use this to get free access to the treasure room so that we can get a little extra money and stuff. So, excuse me. 4 blades, 13 gold pieces. It's like every 4 or 5 movements you lose 4 gold. So we've got an okay amount, but I'd really rather have more. Like I said. Oh, wait. There we go. If you show him the symbol and then step forward, he stops you anyway. And I feel like there's like something there where the more times you come back here, the less he likes you, because eventually he will just attack you if you keep coming over here and robbing those chests. So it's best to just not. We already checked those. Speaking of support, if you're still here, Philip, and anybody else who's listening, I do have a poll going on my Discord right now because I have some newly vacated spots in my schedule for the month of December. And I'm letting people vote on what they would like to see. The choice is between more co-op streams, another shortish RPG, or random one-offs. So we're currently in the process of voting. I'm probably gonna end the voting on Sunday just because I need time. Well, 5 flags. If we were actually doing that quest, we'd be done with it. Because I'm gonna need some time to actually like coordinate some co-op streams with people. So Sunday is probably the latest I can push it. But right now, co-op streams are winning. If it seems like there's a good number of people that want the second, the runner-up or whatever, I might do like a 3-in-1 split and do like 3 co-op streams and then like a something else. Haven't decided yet. So it's already nighttime. We need to go over here and up. And I did figure out. Now we don't get as much XP for it, but you can just grab that body and then run back out again. If you'll fill in for me tonight on courier duty, I'll let you in to talk to Flem. He might be able to help you. I have a hot date for tonight's seance, so if you could get the corpse out of the lab upstairs and bring it to old Salami's grave, I'd really appreciate it. The lab door is locked. Ask around upstairs for the key. If you need directions to the grave, ask around the city. And I like that the guy that works in here is like the janitor or something, and he's like, I don't trust those necromancers. They're up to something, I tell you. It's like, I think you might be crazy. Camp until dusk. Wasn't quick enough to make it out without having to camp. So, and bop. You really shouldn't be here, but I see that our mutual friend at Heck has convinced you to take his courier duty. It's fine by me, just don't go poking your nose into necromancer business. Corpse lost. Alright. So now we can go back to the Necromancers Guild, and we can talk to Flem, who is the head necromancer. The Necromantic Academy is so much tinier. Like, honestly, most of the the academies are a lot tinier than the Mind one. It's interesting. How did you get in here? This is a closed service. Although I am pleased that Thomas has gone on to greener pastures, his work must go on. I will allow a young necromancer to join you if I can be certain the enchanters are with us. If Enchanter Master Xylitol is party to our plans, he will give you his symbol as proof. Alrighty, so we got to show him the enchanter symbol, and we have to show the conjurers the necromancer symbol. And then that'll be our 2 party members. Boom. Boomity boom boom. We don't need to get a flower from... we don't need to get any flowers from Perfection because we're not going to get the archer. So at this point, we are going to just do a mad sprint to the city, back to the City of Mind. We're going to hit that treasure room, and then we're going to go to Commerce and make ourselves some money. Aw, yeah, give me that lurk. Thank you for the lurk, Wibbit guy. Hope you've been doing well. All right, never save in the overworld. There we go. Yes, the challenge is that I am only going to recruit the Necromancer and the Conjurer. They are the 2 characters that are required. Through our careful experimentation over the last 14 runs, we have determined that we can beat the game. I mean, we always knew that we didn't need the Knight or the Archer because they're kind of garbo. We can get the picture that you normally get as part of the Enchanter quest. We can get that without actually recruiting him by just attacking those enchanters outright. But to get into the Great Necropolis for one of the Necromancer rings, you have to have the Raise spell, and you cannot purchase the spell unless the Necromancer is in your party. And likewise, if you complete the quest to get it for free, you just lose it. Like, it doesn't show up in your inventory. So the only way you can actually get in is if you have the Necromancer for that. Similarly, to get the Ring of Thought, you have to have the Ruby, and you can only get the Ruby from... Oh, there's our Dragon Stones, y'all. Boom. GG, we win. All we need now is some sand. You need the Ruby from the Conjurer to get the Ring of Thought as one of the riddle solutions, and you cannot get it from her unless she joins your party. So they are both mandatory. So this is actually going to be the smallest party you can possibly maybe beat the game with. And the later boss fights are definitely going to come down to like how lucky I get with turn order. There's probably going to be some deaths in this run. So what do we got? 5 lottery tickets? You lose. I should start doing the lottery tickets as like gift subs or something. If I win one, I do a random gift sub. That'd be funny. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm reasonably sure that you have to move between, or like close the window between uses of the tickets, or it won't count them all. So alrighty. Wait, not you. I don't care about you. Bribe. That is more than he usually charges. Usually he charges 64 gold, so why is he charging me more this time? That's interesting. So there's a switch there somewhere. Maybe because I didn't... I bet that because he does... I remember commenting before about how the prices seem like they're lower during the starting... like the tutorial section. And then I was like surprised a few runs ago when I started doing the money thing, like really paying attention to it. I was surprised when the prices stayed the same after the tutorial. I bet you that talking to him before the tutorial is over sets his prices at the lower rate, like a little secret reward for talking to him early. Hmm. Ah, well, it's not a huge amount of money when you look at how much I'm getting, so it doesn't really matter. I have 2 tomes, which is fine. That's pretty much exactly what I need. I have 1 flipstone, so that's okay. If I wanted to do the quest for the archer, I'd be able to. Got a couple manas, which is good. All this other stuff is just trade goods. So now we're gonna go actually load up on um, gems like for realsies. Boo 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 boo. I, it's so helpful, but at the same time, I do think it's a real shame that they took the time to create this like amazingly intricate web of trading in the game, where like every town has its own little trade good, and then another town wants a different trade good, and then like and then they just have one town where you can just crap on all of that by selling everything for ridiculously high prices. It is kind of a shame that they went that way. Oh, there you go. Now it's down. Okay. Interesting. It must be related to like their attitude towards you then. Maybe he liked me less because I went through and stole from the city center multiple times. Interesting. All right. And now just gonna load up on food and water now. Come on, give me that, give me that food. I need it. My fingies are getting tired. We're just gonna try to max it out right now. If I get to 3,000 gold and my food's not maxed, I'm probably gonna chicken out. Boom, baby! God damn, I play this game too much. Oh no! I knew exactly how many purchases it was going to take. Oh god. Y'all have turned me into a monster. You did some horrible reverse, like a triple reverse psychology on me, where you talked so much crap about Rings of Power, you made me want to play it even more, and things just have gone horribly awry. Given the fact that we're going to be spending less time getting party members, I think that this will probably be the only time, maybe the only time that we have to um, full with food and water. Maybe. We'll see. No promises. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? And then we're going to go over here. And we're going to wang doodle around the little frozen rock. We got to name that rock right there. Maybe we're gonna have channel point redeems where you can name random things in Rings of Power. Kind of like the change the names of stuff in the Link to the Past rando races that Denaz does. Could do something like that. Oh wait, I don't actually need these. Oh, I can't sell them though. Okay. There we go. Quick save, and let's go get our Necromancer. Necromancer doesn't actually have any combat requirements, which is interesting. Like when you stop and think about it, there's no well, there's a very high likelihood that you'll get into a fight, but it's not required that you do so. So wait, I can't possibly be drunk. I'm too poor to be drunk. There we go. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. No! Get inside! Oh, he was after my giblets, y'all. Free corpse. Always love it. That was not okay. You know what? I want to test something. If he's actually up here, I am gonna be okay. I was gonna be so mad if all these times I've been doing that stupid mirror quest, and he's just there at night. Okay, so we're gonna auto scroll over here. We got to go this way anyway. We got to grab the goblet, so we're gonna have to go all the way to speed. And we can grab our confused spell, which we can't use yet while we're over here. And thank you. That'll make fights against a single enemy instant victories once we can cast it. I'm going to run. We have determined, y'all. It's as close to scientifically proven as you can be in Rings of Power that not fighting the random encounters makes the game easier because the random encounters get stronger as you kill the weaker enemies. Sextant, which we are almost to the point that we don't even need the sextant, which is actually pretty crazy. Like I'm almost to the point where I can just tell on the map what the placements are. So go me for that. Boom. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I almost messed myself up. I very nearly pantsed this run because I was saying we don't have to do the archer quest, but we do still have to help Lenny. Otherwise, I would have gotten all the way to the very end of the game, and I would have tried to go into the bandit hideout to get the holy seal, and he would still be in prison, so he wouldn't be able to let me into the treasury. So I will show you this. There we go. So now Lenny will be there when we need him. Almost forgot. Almost slipped on that one. But we got the mirror. We're going to head on up here. Oh, can't go that way. I wonder if they actually expect players to just take the long way. Like, just go all... I don't think I've ever walked up there past the goblet place. Like, where you get the goblet from this hermit up here. I don't think I've ever been past there. Because I remember when I watched Chainsaw Bear play this, and he was up there wandering around, and I was like, where are you? And he had to show me on the map, and I was like, holy crap, I had literally never seen that part of the world map. There's just no reason. But that's okay. I'm gonna do a quick save. I was feeling was feeling very put upon all of a sudden. I felt like I was in danger. Alrighty. So, for this one, we're going to give him the mirror. Okay. And then we are going to go get him a bingo card. And then we're probably going to camp to escape after we kill the first priest, because sometimes that second priest comes after you and sometimes he doesn't. And I don't know that I could win 2 fights in a row against them by myself. There you go. So we'll fight the first one. We'll camp. That'll advance the time to dusk for me. And it'll all just flow perfectly from one place to the next. Here we go. There you go, buddy. Go tell Xylitol I'm back to normal. So we brought him his bingo card and the magic mirror. So now he's been rescued from his evil intentions. And now we can tell his boss he's all better and he'll be out maybe one day. Anthrax is a little excited today. If he'd have hit me one more time, I would have died. Get the hell out of there. That was scary. Okay. Greetings, sorcerer. Thalamus's death was most unfortunate, but he was wise to entrust his work to you. Take my symbol to Flim in the City of Blood and tell him I'm with him. Also, get the symbol of conjurers from Mistress Hayes in the City of Perfection. If they give you their symbol, well, that's not going to happen because I'm not going to ever come back here and talk to you again. Give me 1 second, guys. I know it's a little early, but I'm going to do a quick break, get some water because I'm getting a little parched, and I will be right back. Alrighty. See, now I'm... There we go. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. What am I welcoming you for? I was the one that was gone. So. Void is evil. No shit. So now, we're going to go a little out of our way. We're going to go all the way back down to blood. And we're going to grab our necromancer. And then we'll be a little safer. And actually, I think that the necromancer joining our party should be enough to get us a level up. So maybe we can... this is a real game changer. It didn't play. I did not hear it. Why you no go? Alrighty. Well, I don't know if you heard it, but I didn't. Do 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 do. And ziggity zaggity, swiggity swaggity, and check it out. Blood and bile! You managed to get the enchanter symbol from Xylitol. I feel secure in letting young Mortimer join you. You could probably find him in the guild hall on the hill to the north of the city. Thanks, bruh. Have a good funeral. I hate you all. You make me uncomfortable. And the hill on the north side of the city. The only Necromancer's Guild in town that doesn't look like a Necromancer's Guild. I'm pleased that my master has given me permission to join you. I've been dying to get out of this dead town and see the world. I'm considered unusually pleasant for a Necromancer, so we should have no trouble getting along. Boom, boom. Thank you. And welcome. Buys level 1 spells. Boom. And we should be able to pop back down here. And away we go. A dino kind of came out of nowhere, didn't he? Almost like he was on the hunt, on the prowl. So we now have our Necromancer. Oh, well. We are strong enough to cast Confuse. Go us. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get a little crazy here. I guess this is as good a spot as any to park the boat. Come over here. And we're going to do a quick rundown all the way to the Great Necropolis. We're going to start all those quests. And I'm going to do just a couple of safety levels right now because I've been actually really lucky so far on the random encounters. But, you know, luck runs out, but XP does not. So let's just dip down here real quick. Now, we don't have all the items yet to get the ring, but we can at least do this. There we go. And there we go. Okay. So, maybe we'll do a couple more. What's a few more free levels between friends? That should be the one. And okay. And we're now, I don't know, like level 6. We'll do a nectar just to top off our health. And now we're not, I mean, obviously we don't have the spells to wreck anything really crazy, but we can at least survive a round of combat if we get hit by something really nasty. We'll at least live long enough to run away. That's enough to survive a single master level spell. Oh, went too far. You do a lot better if you pay attention where you're walking, buddy. Gotta go. Yeah. We're just gonna start the quest from this guy. There we go. So we've started that quest. Now we're gonna. The challenge, Splangy, is that normally the game requires you to compile a party of 6 characters, one from each of the 6 magical disciplines, and then once you have your full party compiled, you go out and you get the Rings of Power. On this run, I will be attempting to beat the entire thing with only 3 characters. I don't want to say the characters are optional, but there are some characters that are not required to complete all the quests in the game, and there are some that are. So we're going to basically be using just the 3 bare minimum characters, your starting character, and then the 2 mandatories to complete certain quests. So now, as you probably just saw, there are some exploits you can do to get free XP. So leveling is not going to be a huge issue. The real trick is that we will be regularly going up against parties of adventurers of up to 6 enemies, and the rotations are randomized. So there's going to be a lot of luck. It's not really a challenge in the traditional sense. It's more just me routing differently through the game than I normally would based on how many enemies are in the different fights and things. Like normally I would never be over here this early. I would already have my entire party. But we've done probably like 8 or 9 different challenge runs in this game. We've done things where you can only recruit a party member after you've got at least 1 ring from their school of magic. We've done things where you are only allowed to have 1 guy and 2 girls, so it's a double date challenge. We've done no warriors, so the knight and the archer are not allowed. I think we even did one where he just said we hate enchanters, and we just basically never recruited the enchanter. And it's so I'm just basically trying to see how much I can stretch the game before it becomes unplayable or unbeatable. So these guys have both given me quests now to help their people with issues that they're having. Um, we're also going to stop and talk to Keith the Thief in the Thieves Haven. And then we will be able to bot back over, and honestly we're going to steamroll this next enemy, because I mean she's like a level 5 conjurer, but her by herself against two level 4s, she really doesn't have a chance, especially since I can paralyze her. So funnily enough, for anyone who doesn't know, this character we're about to talk to, Keith the Thief, was actually the protagonist in the Naughty Dog software game that came immediately before this one. And it even says, like, this is the home of Keith the Thief. Legend has it he came from another world. I found the Ring of Will in a bagel I was eating one day. Okay. Can we get in here before we do this quest? I'm not sure. We can. Steal some stuff from it. I could honestly just I tend to just I've been doing like a vanilla run of the game and then a challenge run of the game for like every other week for 6 months now, I think. Something crazy. Splangy. I love this game. I absolutely love being able to just like turn my brain off and just run through this game on autopilot in different patterns and different routes and just enjoy it. Um, by all normal, sane metrics, it is not a good game, but it is my favorite game. So, hey, Yella, thank you so much for the resub. Your shirt's about to change color. Thank you very much. 17 months. How are you doing, my friend? How is your Wednesday treating you? No stream today, if I'm not mistaken. We are playing the greatest open world RPG ever made for the Sega Genesis, as you can see. I know you know this game well. As one of the 3 members of the Jank Bros to have ever beaten it. Way too fast. Oh, I'm sorry. I am. Actually, we got some really surprising news. So I'm gonna tell y'all about this. This is actually awesome. I'm shocked. I guess I could just now. So Calrea and I both work for the same state agency. And back in the summer, they signed something in the budget where everyone working in our agency was going to get $1,000 bonus in December. Oh, well, this is why you save often. Where we were supposed to get $1,000 bonus. So that's going to be on our paycheck for tomorrow. We're supposed to get this really nice bonus. Well, they sent out a memo today and said, in addition to that bonus, anybody who's been working for the agency for longer than X amount of time and hasn't had a negative review gets another $1,500 on the 20th. So basically getting like almost an extra month's pay, just surprise, like between the 2 bonuses, you know. So that's a really nice surprise. I don't normally brag about my job, but I'm like, okay. Yeah. And of course Calrea is boring. You know, I ask her, what would you do if you won the lottery? And she's like, I would pay off my bills. And then I would keep working because I love my job. So with her, I'm like, what are we gonna do with the extra money? You know, because between the 2 of us, it's like a sizable chunk of change they're giving us. And she's like, I think I'll pay off some credit cards. And I'm going, damn it. I mean, that's like honestly, like real. I mean, we have cats, but like that's the level of money. Like that amount of money, you could actually like travel on that money. Like that's enough of a bonus to go overseas for a week. You'd build a mini ramp. Someone stole my precious, my little ogre's egg. The nasty conjurers of the South Ice Cave stole my perfect egg. I'll trade you the key for my egg. Or you could get gatted, and that's an option too. And then Mortimer just started blasting. Pow, pow. Oh, well. Wary. Confuse. Boom, baby. Oh, that's how you do it, y'all. That's pro mode right there. That is frame perfect inputs on a game that runs at 2 frames per second. So anyways, I started blasting. So anyways, Gleam's going to get absolutely murdered here. So for anybody who thinks I'm an absolute monster for just killing this lady, you're right. But in my defense, if you actually go do that quest, you have to fight against 4 conjurers that are of a lower level, but there's 4 of them. And once you beat them and get the egg and bring it back to her, she takes the egg from you and then refuses to give you the key. So you have to fight her either way. So it's easier to just save yourself the time and aggravation and just walk in, murder her, and leave. And then immediately get attacked by an entire squad of dragons because random encounters are crazy in this game. That's how it go. Oh my goodness. If they just stay on this island forever, that would be fabulous because I don't ever want to fight those guys. But anyway, so that happened. So now we're going to do our traditional shortcut through the swamps. And we're going to go get the firewood. We're going to get Alexei. That was a wild one, Yelleth. Up until now, I have had 1 pirate. I have had one ship with a bandit and 1 priest that I ran into, and it was my fault. And I've had 1 bear. Like, So it's been actually pretty merciful. I don't know what happened there with the six dragons. That was unusual. We have pretty much confirmed that by and large the enemy encounters stay easy if you don't win any random encounters. It's like there's a set number of random encounters in the game, and more appear at certain junctures and are leveled to where you're at when you reach those junctures. Like there's checkpoints. So if you wait too long to get a boat, for instance, there's going to be a lot more pirates. If you're killing a lot of like level 1 bears and beggars, you're going to get a lot more big groups of bandits. Like this is just through experimentation. This is what I've seen. I had one run where I refused to kill any random enemies, and I literally kept getting attacked by a single level 1 dragon all the way to the end of the game. He just kept attacking me like every 30 steps or so, but it was the only fight I was getting. So I was just like, no, you're cute. I'll let you live. So like I might have messed it up this time, but when you have to go to the sunken ship to get the crystal ball or the orb, whichever one it is, you have to like find the sunken ship out in the ocean. If you go there early enough, there's only one corpse, and the corpse is like level 3 or 4. But if you wait until the end of the game and go, there's 3 corpses there, and they're all much higher levels. So it is definitely a thing. I'm just not exactly 100% on all the mechanics yet. There's the wood that I didn't know that you wanted. Wink, wink. And oh, there we go. But yeah, so we don't normally get a whole lot of really wild encounters like that anymore now that we don't do random battles. I regret that Thalmus's death has thrown us into such disarray. Like my brethren at the other guilds, I must be assured of guild loyalty. Here is my symbol as a token of conjurer commitment to the plan. Show me the necromancer symbol, and I shall allow a young conjurer to join your quest. Perfect, the symbol of the necromancers. All right. Well, here we go, y'all. And what did I say? It's going to take about an hour to get our full party. 54 minutes. She gave us the ruby, and she is now level 2. So first thing we got to do, we got to run down the hill. I'm not even going to buy the earth and dagger spells for her. We're going to run down the hill to the funeral home, and we're going to grab the skull, and then we'll have all the items we need for the Ring of Thought, so we can get her leveled up and get our first Ring of Power at the same time. Super Whiteout, thank you so much. How have you been? Megami Mori. Oh, Megami will be hype. Me and Megami, I don't know if you knew this or not, but me and Megami have actually been friends for like 10 years. He will actually be really surprised and grateful to get the gift sub. Busy with work, I understand. I was just talking a little bit about work. I had a feeling you might show up for this game though, because if I'm not mistaken, this is your jam, right? Tonight we're doing a Light and the Dark challenge run. We are only going to have the Conjurer and the Necromancer in our party. Now, obviously, we're going to be goofy with our levels, but hey, it's still going to be hard, right? Really, every run of this game comes down to how many people in Darius's party go before you. So we actually have our full party right now. We've already gone to the cave, the Ring of Thought cave once, just for some safety levels, which came in handy because we just got attacked by six dragons / wyverns at once. But yeah, 55 minutes in, we have our 2 party members, and we are ready to rock and roll. And we've already got 4 dragon stones. We did 1 trip to the treasure room, got our dragon stones, so that's done. And there's no spells that we need here because we already got confused. Normally we would come back for Frenzy, but we're not going to do that. So, yeah. So what do we do first? I guess we'll go get the we'll hit the sunken ship because I was just talking about how the sunken ship gets harder the longer you wait. So that's what 18540. Yeah. And we could go load up on some mana. I probably should actually, you know what we are gonna do? I'm gonna grab some balm before I start running around like a crazy person. All right. Unless this is a nectar merchant, in which case go me. Are you a nectar merchant? You are not. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I just want a couple so I can get into those treasure rooms. There we go. There we go. Now I got a couple of emergency boat stones. And I think this is the spot, right? Yeah. Ah. But he's just a little guy. See, this is how several of our classmates built their parties, right? They got the necromancer first, leveled up a little bit, and then went back for the others. Oh, what was I thinking? That's okay. So while I'm seeing that there's some people in, and Nightbot just mentioned it anyway, I do want to throw out that anybody who is a Discord member or wants to be a Discord member, I have a poll going right now to help me decide what I'm going to do with my life for December. I have been saying since October ended that I was going to play more Outer Worlds, and I'm really just not feeling shooters right now. So there's a poll up to let people decide: should I try to do more co-op streams? Should I do more random stuff, or should I bring in a second, shorter RPG, like like I did with Breath of Fire, like something that I can beat in 4 episodes, basically. So it's on my schedule. If you're interested at all in exercising control over my life, you can jump on the Discord and you can vote. Right now, co-op streams is winning, but based on people's availability, I might slip in one of whatever the runner-up is. So, what book is the Illumian in? The Illumian is in Races of Destiny. You nerd. I hate that I knew that right off the bat. She's talking about D&D 3.5 for anybody who doesn't know. She is talking about D&D. And, oh. It's like I played this game before. And victory. Ba-na-na-na. Na-na-na. And if before you ask, yes, we do have that book, Calrea. So if we had waited until later to come here, there would be a corpse on the sand right near where we spawned in, running around. There would be one in the top right corner, and then there would be the one actually guarding the treasure chest. But because we came here when we did, we just got the one that I think looked to be level 5. So, and because he is like just one enemy, it is actually much better to come here early and just grab this, because this, like, we now have a second ring of power. Like, that's the only thing we needed for that ring of power, so. While we're in this general vicinity, we can start the lens quest, but I don't have any sand yet, so I can't complete the lens quest yet. But that's okay. Oh, I got a parking spot up near the front. I am going to jump in, and I'm gonna grab the master spell for Buck. What? Why you don't go? Oh. I wonder if there's a person that sells that somewhere in the game where you don't have to buy it full price. I don't think they have that in mind, right? It's like PAX and Mirage that they sell there. I don't know. We got another spell we need to pick up for Buck over here as well, so. And actually, no, we got something for Buck and Mortimer. I think they sell Insane here too, don't they? Is this it? Did I do it? Oh, God, I'm so amazing at this one game. This one game nobody's ever heard of. Hair down. You know what? I'll even do you one better, Splangy, because you can't really see it with this camera. And I'll switch to my normal stream. Just don't say anything terrible on the chat. There you go. I had somebody redeem Hair Down the other day, and I felt bad because it's just that little tiny blip. No, don't shoot at me. Don't tase me, bro. Please. You hear that pew 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 sound, you just zoom as quickly as possible. Just whatever's doing it is not your friend. That's Mesmer, which really feels like it should be a more expensive spell, but whatever. And I think this is the stone spell, right? No, Flare and Iceberg. I don't know why I think stone is that one that like pops up and. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my transgressions against the unhaired. Please forgive. Flare and Iceberg are not necessary. We do want to buy some mana from this guy. Hey man, you got some mana? I just need about 99 to get me through. Actually, we really don't need 99. I always max this out and then wonder why I did. We usually end up using about 40. But I just need a little mana to take the edge off, man. Oh, yeah. That little blue bar moved up just a half a tick. Yeah. I could. See, there's a ring of power right here that I'm not a high enough level for because I'm going to do the death sprint, but I could grab one right here while I'm over here. I guess I'll do them both at the same time. Are you? I just broke my rule. If this is the Nectar Salesman, I'm going to be so pissed after I just bought all those. Okay. I was going to say, man, don't do me like that. Come on, man. It's not quite as much as we'll get per sale from Commerce, but I want to be able to pick up another Master Spell while I'm here. Oh, and then the Dragon. All right, so we are actually pretty set up. Other than levels, we got to get Blaze for Alexi. We've got Slay. We need Dazzle and Insane, which I'm thinking are in Commerce. Um, I know Dazzle is, and I'm thinking Insane is with Dazzle. God damn, this is a well-traveled road, ain't it? Oh, they tricked me. They tricked me by not coming after me, you bastards. Nah, they're gonna kill Alexi if I try to fight him. Oh, miscast. Nope. They're just everything's missing Alexi for some reason. Oh no! That one faked me out because they weren't coming after me like they normally do. They were just standing there, so I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm fine. Lord. We are not going to buy the master spells here for the necromancer because we can actually get them cheaper from the guy in charge of the embalming lab, which some people don't know, but it's true. Jean. So at this point, we really just need some sand. We just need free sand and we'll be good. Oh, and while I'm over here, I need to talk to Fiverr as well. I always forget to talk to that goober. I don't know why, but I do. Do you have the spells I seek? You do. I never realized when I was younger what the insane spell actually does for the necromancer. It acts as a close range version of mesmer, where basically the necromancer walks up right on the enemy and double karate chops them, and it can paralyze multiple. It does a random number of enemies. I think it's from 1 to 5 get paralyzed. So definitely a good one. And I never understood because the description isn't really super helpful in the guidebook for what that spell does. There we go. 3 corpses, nice. That's 4,500. Fanini, that's another 2,400 gold. Flowers are useless. We're looking for sand, y'all. We just need sand. We're gonna have to keep checking the treasure rooms until we get sand, and then we'll be able to go to Mesa. Or then we won't have to go to Mesa. I'm sorry. Shitload of boat stones. More flags. A gem, thank you. A food, thank you. So this is one of 3 hidden treasure rooms in the game. They respawn thanks to, I believe, I was saying earlier, Super Whiteout. I thought it was after quest completions. It's actually after combat. So you can check them as much as you want if you're not, if you're not afraid to be a filthy cheater. The game does tell you where they are. When you talk to the people in the asylums, they will ramble about a rich man and then spew a bunch of numbers out at you that are actually longitude and latitude coordinates for the 3 treasure rooms. So there's one there, there's one in a really inhospitable location, and then there's one in the port of the starting town. Doggone slime bucket Regent sent you, right? I swear I never cheated in poker. I won fair and square, and now he wants to kill me. I'll leave town. I'm out of here. Just say the word. They'll never see me again. Do we have a deal? Yes, of course. Thanks. I owe you $1 million, and Fiverr never forgets his debts. I'll pay you back someday. Fiverr darts out the door. And we never saw him again. Oh, shit. It's those same dragons again. It actually is the same encounter if you look at their levels. It's a 7, 4 5s, and a 2. It's a rough encounter. Okay. So they are not bound to the landmass that they first appear on, because that encounter popped up before, not too far from here, but it popped up on the island where the crazy conjurer lives, where Gleam lives. Seeing a lot of dinos this time around. And then we're going to go right into this little corner, and boom. Give me that sand. I see sand everywhere, but there's certain magic sand that we need. Sometimes the game gives you oodles of it. Sometimes you got to go to the source, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. More Fanini, nice. What? I was going to say, you better open that treasure chest. Don't play games with me. This is just pure RNG right now, trying to get this one thing we need. All the money is helpful because we do burn through money when we're using the ship, but we've got enough trade goods now that we don't really need to worry about money. It's more just helpful to have more than less. More dragon stones. We're definitely overburdened with dragon stones. We got 8 now. And nothing. Bastards. I want to check real quick just to see. He doesn't sell the master spell, right? Well, no, he sells the trash spells. That's the trick merchant. There we go. Oh, he only sells packs. There's probably a sorcerer running around somewhere that sells master for half price. I want to start asking all of them, be like, hey, what you got? And there we go. So we're full up on gems again. We are gonna save. What do we want to do now? We need to run from these bears. We need to level up more, as we just saw. We can get the Ring of Thought, obviously. We're gonna get the Ring of Thought. We can get the Ring of, what is it, Calling or Evocation, whichever. The game changes its mind. We can grab that one. We can start the quest for Intuition, which I need to go there anyway to get the pass, so I can do the Sun Gem, and we can at least start the Lens quest. If I have to, I can. I'll just hit Mesa up while I can. I just don't want to, but at the same time, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I get the picture, and then we'll do it. But it's gonna happen soon. Look at that. Perfect park job. Heck yeah. You've got a spell I want. Thank you. And I did sail right past an island I needed to stop at for this, which was dumb of me, but whatever. I'm doing this in a really weird pattern. Like, anybody who's watching me backtrack and hasn't seen this game before, I'm doing this is a weird pattern even for me. But we got the pass. That's honestly part of the reason I feel like this wouldn't be an ideal speedrun game, like for a really hardcore speedrun, is because there's a decent amount of RNG, but there's also so many like crisscrossing paths tied in with the RNG of the combat and the drops that it would basically just be like a do you feel lucky punk run. Hello, young sorcerer. Welcome to my city. Imino has told me much about you in the academy. I was sorry to hear about your master. Might be able to help you get the ring of advancing, but first you must do me a favor and get me a lens for the observatory. Okay. Well, let's go talk to the observatory keeper, master, person, and we can get that quest started. What you got for sale, brother? Death. Health. Nice. And I need to get into the habit of not buying so many spells because we're going to do that auto battle challenge on January 7th. Here are the plans. Take them to Shard. Will do. Later. Wait. Oh, I left it. I was like, wait, where'd my boat go? It's in Oxbridge. Yadoy. There we go. Oh my god, you can't auto walk on that bridge of all bridges. Oh, Whiteout, thank you so much. I don't know what I did to deserve so much support from you. Cleveland Tom, these feel like curated gift subs. You are gifting some really fantastic people that have been around for a long time. And I really do appreciate it. Like, I'm not just saying that. I really don't know what I did to deserve such treatment, but I appreciate it. There's our island. Huzzah, huzzah! Now we're dragging. Run. Oh, that Mortimer flees as he runs up and starts karate chopping the dragon over and over. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Alrighty. So we've got our hidden island here. Oh, wrong spot. Open sesame. Oh, well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the sentiment. This is an amazing game, Whiteout. It is the awesome. It is the most awesome of the awesome. For anyone who has not seen it before, us true Mega fans still have one of the 75,000 copies. So, you would like if you look on my highlights, Whiteout, if you're ever having a bad day and you think that I will make your day better, I actually have a highlight video where I sat down with that guidebook and I actually followed the guidebook step by step and I beat the entirety of the game and it's 12 hours long. So if you ever find yourself wanting a shot of Rings of Power and I'm not on, there's that right there on my Twitch. And I've also got, like 25 other videos on YouTube, but but I'm glad. I'm honestly glad that I've been having more and more people come in that know the game and are like, "Oh, yes, this is the one." Because for a long time it was like nobody had ever heard of this game when I was streaming it. Intuition Key, Orb Lost. There we go. I was surprised at how long the run took, honestly. It was called the Buy the Book Challenge Run, and I will also say that they have you do some pretty hard rings if you go in order. they have you do some pretty hard ones early on. Like, yeah, it's it is not an optimi like the version that they have you doing is not optimized for difficulty. Like the run that the creators had you do. And I will also say that if you do every single thing in that book, you are going to end up and you win every single fight, because I think that was the other thing, was like we actually tried to win fights that we had a chance at winning. Um and we ended up with like 8800 XP on Buck. Like there's no way you're going to hit max level in this game unless you cheese the XP. So, I see you got the key to the dragon's cave. I will tell you a story. He gives us a riddle of where it is, and he says we can pay him for a dove. There you go, one nice plump dove. Last time I played this, I forgot to get the dove from that guy and had to come all the way back here. I was so sad. I was really excited. I don't know if you've noticed Whiteout, but they actually added box art for this game on Twitch. When I started streaming it, there was only like 12 or 15 people that actually followed the category, and it just had like a little gray box. But now if you look, it's actually got the box art for the game. There's like 50 people watching it. I think some people, honestly, I'm not taking credit for that. I think some people followed the category because they thought that it was about the TV series Rings of Power. I think that that was what they were thinking. I don't I don't know. Cuz right around the time the Amazon show came out, the follower numbers jumped from like 35 to 50 really suddenly, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for this game it's a lot of people to suddenly be like, "Oh yeah, that game. I want to watch that." Um Seemed a little strange. Listen, I'm trying to show you mercy, Dargan. Is this the spot where we were before? It is. I think that the most fun I've had on a challenge run of this game was when I did the if you like it, put a ring on it challenge run, where before I started the game, I had to get a ring, which was tricky because I had to get a ring, and I couldn't get the ring of I had to get a ring for sorcerers, and I couldn't get the ring of thought because you can't get the ring of thought until you have a conjurer. So I ended up having to like level up a bit and get the ring of will. Was the easiest one. I got the ring of will, and then from then on you can't recruit anybody unless you have at least one ring from their school of magic already. That was a hard one because the necromancer ended up being the last one we recruited. um that was kind of weird, but that was fun though. It made me think about the game in a different way, like which rings are the easiest to get for each school rather than which ones are the easiest to get just flat out. The symbol of despair. Alrighty. The skull. A vessel of fluid containment. A skull, right? You drink from the skull? No, it's the goblet. Show me that which came from Nexus. A dove. No, it's the ruby. The eye of Nexus. That could be really frustrating if you didn't pay attention when Alexi joins your party, because it's just one little throwaway line where she's like, "It's called the Eye of Nexus." All right, that's one ring of power down, y'all. Time to break the game. This is easy, but did I were you on last time when I did the Ring of Perfection whiteout? Did I show you the Ring of Perfection trick? That's a pretty nice one too. Um, Basically, you just talk to Fezzik, and then once he makes the ring appear in the room and attacks you, you run from the fight, and then you just come back in, and he's not hostile, so you can pick the ring up off the ground and get 2,000 XP, and then talk to him again, and he'll spawn it again. Well, that's how you do it. So you can literally jump up like very quickly. You just go in, run, get the ring, talk to him, run, get the ring. And it's nice for those. Like, I used to just sit here until I was max level, and now I tend to like level up to like 6400 XP, and then I do the other rings and things, and then I come back and I get my other levels from that, and it's a lot quicker because this is like 200 XP per answer. Given the fact that we're a little lower than we normally would be, normally I would stop when everybody was over 3,200, but I am going to go to 6,400 just because there's only three of us. If we can get a good flow going, we can not have to hear that music. Oh, there we go. So he's at thought. So I think he can cast shock now, which is nice. He's deceased. Now we just got to get her up, and she's pretty far behind the others. Well, I say pretty far. I think she's like 800 behind him. Oh Lord, that would take forever. That would be a long game. I mean, I respect it. I can't hate, but you can literally come here the minute you finish the tutorial because you start with the first item, right? Like, there we go. All right, nectar, a nectarino, and this is gonna end up being a pain in the butt. That's what you did. Just come straight here. Yep. I don't even know when I figured that out as a kid, like how to do that, because I know I didn't know it when I was younger. But I also started playing this when I was very young, and there was a period of time where I had lost the case to that game. Like, I'm normally very careful with all of my things. Like, everything has a place, and essentially, like, I got in trouble. I'll be honest, I got in trouble, and my mom and my stepfather were they punished me by taking away my favorite Sega games. So like they took away my Sega games basically, and then the case just like vanished because it was around the time we moved. So I still had the cartridge though. Like, I knew that they were coming to like take my stuff away because I'd gotten in trouble at school. So I grabbed this cartridge out of the case and like stashed it. And they didn't know where the game was, and I lied and said I didn't know where it was so I could still play it. But I actually like didn't beat this game until I was like in my teens because I just couldn't figure out how to get a couple of the rings. So a lot of the memorization of this game is just from me bashing my head against the wall over and over trying to beat it without a guidebook. Why am I talking to you? I'm here for sand. You serve no purpose. No gold pieces. Yeah. I want to say I was like 14, but I can't be sure exactly. It was a very wasn't it such a satisfying feeling to first of all, wasn't it such a satisfying feeling to beat this game for the first time, and second of all, what a roller coaster of emotions it was to see Buck in all of his glory at the end of that sequence, right? Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry that happened to you, friend. Like the first time I saw Buck on that like end screen, I really honestly was like, "What?" Like, not in a bad way. It was just like I was just like, "What is going on with this graphic style all of a sudden?" Like it just changed. So, mm. What? Oh. Yeah, sure, you jerks. You get one. Next time you ask me, I'm going to kill you. I'll pay my taxes once a year, but I will not continue to give you more money just because you mismanaged your funds. Why am I walking next to the road? This is such a waste of food and water. Okay. So we got our sand. We're going to go to blood. We're going to get attacked by a dragon. We're going to go to blood. We're going to get the picture, even though we were just here. I know we could have just done this and then gone, but I did it my way, like Frank Sinatra. All right, are we gonna win? Nope. 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 This guy is starting to test me. He's testing my patience. Time for sippies. I got you, Splangy. Got my. I feel the need because I'm on the regular camera to show off the lovely Tub Life coffee mug available on the Phenomenal merch store, along with my Tub Life shirt, which is torn up because one of my cats jumped off my chest. Red. I like to think so. I like to think it's pretty rad. Snap, crackle, pop. Ooh. Wasn't a loud one, but I felt it. See, you have a pass. Go on in. Greetings. I'm busy working on an experiment right now. I take it you want some embalming fluids. There'll be no charge for the fluids. A necromancer never gets in the way of a good embalming job. But what? Quacks? But you can buy all of his master spells here. Good to know. If you go down that ladder without the pass, you will die. I don't know if it's possible to survive that. I could try that sometime, I guess. I could try a run where I fight my way into the embalming place. It would probably be a disaster, but I could do it. All right, so there's going to be some heavy lifting done by the guys in this party, and Alexi's going to just need to not get in the way. I don't like the way you're looking at me. Oh, is it? You can. I always figured that because aren't there multiples that can use Reaper on you? I always assumed that basically it would just come down to luck because if enough of them go before you, they'll just kill you with master spells. But oh, boo! Bad cast. Boo! Boo! Boo this man. All right. And I should have done another. I should have done another insane on him. Got to get going. Well, hey, thank you so much for being here, Splangy. I truly appreciate it. You were like waiting at the door when I started up. Very much appreciate you being here. Hope to see you again soon. And whatever you're doing tonight, I hope it goes well for you. If you're streaming or if you're just going to do some other real world activities. Now you die! Shouldn't be funny, but it is. And Jolt. Oh, I probably should have confused him, huh? We should be fine. No, maybe not. Oh, I don't know. Fuck you. No spells for you. I regret nothing. Bahaha. Now give me a shitload of money, please. Thank you. Nectarino. And that's our pick. And Obviously doesn't even know we exist. There we go. Wait, hang on. So let's go over here. Against my better judgment. Oh wait, actually, are you a merchant? Yes. Okay. You are a decent merchant. Okay. So we're gonna 50 gold per flipstone. That's big money. Okay. So we're gonna sell all this random bullcrap, and then we're gonna buy Blaze for Alexi, and stones, and that'll get us through the Spartan Fight Club without too many issues. Bridgestone, nice. Useless, nice. Alrighty, that worked out perfectly. Oh no, the fucking dragon, he's chasing us. He's chasing us. On our way to the final showdown with Darius, I'm gonna kill that dragon just because he keeps attacking. I'm gonna specifically wander around until I see him, and then I'm gonna end him. Just because he's being a butthole. Alrighty. I am the master glassblower. I supervise all the work that goes on here. We make the finest crystal in the world. Thanks for getting the tomes. So this is because we have multiple packs, like we have multiple tomes. Before giving the lens, you have to keep doing show until you only have one tome left, and then show will actually give the lens. I don't know why it does that. It's really weird, but and then once you've done this, she says, okay, you need the magic sand. I want some tomes. Now you give her the tomes. and now the glass blower will show up upstairs. It's a weird little bug that used to confuse the hell out of me back in the day. And there we go. That's our lens. So now we can go back to Ricci and we can get the Ring of Advancing. But before we do that, we're going to get a good little spell, if I can remember which building it is. These are probably like the two main spells that you want for Alexi. Blaze is essentially high-level frenzy. It's a huge multi-bullet spell that hits multiple times against all enemy cast members. Does a shitload of damage. And then Stones is actually, I think, the most powerful. Other than random, if you cast random with an enchanter, there's a very small chance it'll cast a special spell that doesn't exist in the game other than as a random occurrence that does like 200 damage to a single opponent. Short of that, the most powerful single target spell is probably Stones. Well, I did warn you. I did warn you what would happen, and you didn't listen. So, unfortunately, now you die. He looks like a dapper fellow. Him not so much. Suarez. Love the names. Give him the... And boom. Okay. I did tell him. I was going to show off. I don't know if Whiteout is listening right. What? She's not there. That's weird. The lady's not there. Okay. So this is a guaranteed game crash right here. I don't know if I always like to show this off to people. By a cruel twist of fate, Void has found your party and exterminated you in a mere 113 seconds. There was nothing you could do. Please try again with a saved game. And I never understood why that happened, but in my own like stupid person that has worked with RPG Maker brain, I think what's happening is when that square is being stood on by an NPC, it is ruled as passable. You can walk onto that square and it causes the NPC to move. But now, trying to step off of the square, you're good. Look, see, now it's locked. You can't get up there because you're not supposed to be able to walk on the feed bags, right? So, okay. However, if you do the same thing, but you try to step off the bags onto the square that the NPC is on, the game is trying to force them onto the square that you were on, which is not passable. And the game is like, well, they got to go somewhere, but they can't go there. But they got to go somewhere, but they can't go there. But they got to go somewhere, but they can't go there. So then Void shows up and kills you. And I think that the number of seconds it shows there is actually an error code, because I have gotten different numbers of seconds before, and I have a suspicion that it's an error code for the devs, but don't quote me on that. I don't think it's a random thing. I think it's, well, let's see. I don't think it's random. Unless it's, let's see. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that that's like a code letting you know why the game crashed. But Anyway, that's just a little side. This is why the educational tag is here. So, those pathetic fools want mercy. Well, only the strong survive. Why should I honor the request of a weakling like you? Prove yourself in my arena. What does it feel like to be a mortal in this city of the gods? Feels like me killing your bear through a wall, bruh. Hey, Kale, how's it going? How are you doing, friend? We got a hair down redeemed from Splangy, who's now left. So we got the old camera setup going. Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm excited. I had a suspicion for like a week or two that I was gonna get it, but I wasn't sure. So I didn't want to jinx myself by talking about it. But yeah, now I'm telling everybody. I've been telling people at my workplace that I'm going because I work with a lot of different people in different areas of my agency, and and they're like, well, who are we going to talk to help us with X? And I'm like, I don't know, but it won't be me. I'm doing good, doing good. We've got a diehard Rings of Power fan. Super Whiteout has come back and found us again. Had Splangy in here earlier, chatting and hanging out. And we got all the usual suspects as well. And we're doing a fun new challenge run of Rings of Power where we only have 3 party members for the whole thing. So, overall, not bad. And I'll be working from home tomorrow and Friday. My final assignment for my first semester of my master's degree is due on Sunday, and I'm feeling confident about it. So, everything's coming up Millhouse. Yeah, I used to work from home 4 days a week, and now they got me on one, like technically 1 day a week, but they didn't want to give me paid leave for school, which I'm entitled to. So they were like, well, if you don't make a fuss about this, we'll give you an extra day from home to work from home. So that's going to be going away soon too. I'm very when I start the new job, it will be 1 day a week, like full stop, no argument. So, but hopefully they'll also give me the leave that is a benefit that I'm entitled to as an employee of the agency. So we'll see. Well, that's awesome. I really like working from home. Now, I will say that if we hadn't been working from home through COVID, we would have like 3 less cats than we do, which on the one hand would be nice because we'd have more money, but on the other hand, they'd probably not be alive. So I think it worked out. In terms of karma, I think it worked out. But do 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 do. I just need Calrea to get like 3 more promotions so that she makes enough money that I can just work from home as a streamer every day, right? Just stream 8 hours a day. Just hop out of bed, have breakfast when she leaves, get on, and then just play till she gets home. She would never let me do that. She's like, we'll talk about it when I make that much, but I think that's code for I'm going to tell you you're fucking crazy. When I make that much. Yeah. But I don't see why because she knows how I feel about dealing with most people on a daily basis. And she was saying when the Powerball was like $500 million, she was saying if she won, she'd keep working because she likes her job. She's like, no, I'd keep going to work. Like, what? Why? I would not. I would not keep working that job. I would start a business and I would work a job that I wanted to work. I would start a nonprofit or like a charity or something and work that. But I wouldn't be going to work every day to a job where people can fire me because they're upset with me. Like, no. I wouldn't be able to. I don't have the level of self-control. If I had $10 million in my bank account right now, I can tell you at least 3 people at work today that would have caught some serious words from me. Like, I wouldn't. I know, and I know that that's a failing on my part. Like, I know that's a personality flaw I have. But if it were not for the fear of unemployment, I would say some shit and get fired. Like, yeah, that is just the cold hard truth. Like, I would say something and get fired. And I'd be like, I don't care. I got $10 million in the bank. you know? And then Calrea would be like, this is the 4th time this week that you've lost your job. What is wrong with you? But I think that's most people, right? Like, there are some people that genuinely enjoy what they do, or they genuinely enjoy working, and I think that's okay. But I think it's also okay to say, you know what, given the opportunity, I wouldn't work. If I was financially stable and didn't need to, if I just had a bunch of money in a trust fund somewhere and I could live off the interest on my investments, I don't think that that's wrong. I think that society wants you to think that's wrong. Society brings you up to believe that you must work or you are worthless. But if you're contributing as much as you're giving to society, then why do people care how many hours a week it takes you? You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just the slacker in me talking. Boom, boom, boom. That's right. Get wrecked. Yeah, you know what I'm saying though. Investments should be making you interest. Investments should be making you dividends. Oh, why did I do that? I was like, oh, I'll just save real quick, and I don't know what where my brain was right there. If you zoom anywhere in this swamp, you always get attacked by 3 of these little guys. I have no idea why I did that. That was just me being dumb. It doesn't really matter because I'm gonna just steamroll anything in here, but and you're dead. Oh no! Doghype.com. I'm really sorry, Word Gaming Skib, but you are competing against free because I don't pay for that stuff. I appreciate the work you're trying to do and I respect the hustle, but I have to ban you. Can we get some dead faces in chat for Word Gaming Skib? Lord. Anyway, give her the finger. She collapses into a pile of goo from which you pull a single lock of hair. Thank you, Calrea. I also say, like, you guys, big shout out to Calrea for being ready with the ban, but letting me do my bit and not just jumping on it before I could finish talking. Because she knew I was doing a bit, and that I know for a fact she knew I was doing a bit, and I was gonna ban him at the end of that sentence. And she was like, you know what? Let the child have his fun. This is fine. He's just a silly little boy. Let's go to the maze real quick. Okay. Save often and you will often be saved. I do it. Nexus was trying to warn me. Isn't this game challenging enough? Hey, Cleveland Tom. It has its moments. This is like the one game that I think I can actually claim without ego to be an expert at. So this is the one game that I will create additional challenges for myself on. But you never know, Cleveland Tom. You could play this game one day and you could find that it's easier than you thought it was. And then maybe you'll do challenge runs of it as well. Hmm? Hmm? It starts out small. You say, well, maybe I'll get the Necromancer before the night. And before you know it, you're going on double dates and you're getting rings before you recruit people, and it just snowballs out of control. And then one cold January day, say maybe January, I don't know, 21st of 2023, you're on a World of Void challenge run trying to kill every single NPC in the entire game world. Where does it stop? I'm not actually going to do that on the 21st. That's a Saturday, and I'm probably not going to be streaming on Saturdays very often next year, unless it's a community event. Oh, wait, wrong way. I want to start focusing more of the Jank Bros energy on the, or for me, I want to start focusing my energy towards community events for the Jank Bros on the weekends. No, my next challenge run will be on my birthday, which will be January 7th. I am going to do the auto battle challenge run. I have never actually made a serious attempt to beat this game with auto battle on. So I'm going to learn some things about the AI. I'm just going to let it go. Just going to let it do its thing. And we're just going to see what happens. That'll be a long one. That'll be my birthday present / punishment to myself. I don't know when I'm gonna do that challenge run. I am definitely gonna broadcast it ahead of time, though. Whiteout. I think I can't remember if you're a member of my Discord or not. If you're not, you should definitely consider joining it. The link popped up a little bit higher, but I'll put it in again. I am definitely going to be broadcasting ahead of time when I'm going to do that one, because that's going to be a marathon stream. Like, really and truly, like my best time beating the game is like 3.5 hours, but I'm going to easily spend another 4 to 6 hours after that just methodically going to every town in the game and killing everyone. Um, and it's gonna require some very careful thought, because I don't really know how the NPCs in one town are going to react to me committing a genocide in another. I don't know if this is going to make me public enemy number one, or if it's going to be like I roll into town and everybody thinks I'm a great guy, and then the shooting starts, kind of thing. Like, it's gonna be a way for me to learn more about the game. And I've never really, like, all the times I've beaten this game, I've never kept playing after the credits roll, and I want to do that. Like, I want to see, is there some kind of secret? So like that was the joke of like the reason I'm doing it is not because I'm a maniac. It's because I want to be able to say, you know what, I beat the game, and then I literally went into every building and talked to every person in search of secrets. Like that's really what I'm trying to do is like find after game secrets. So we'll see. Yeah. Deep dive into a pool of shit. You joined earlier? Okay. I don't normally push my social media as much as I am tonight. So I hope y'all can forgive me. Let's see. What? You right. I can't do that. Okay. So now we're gonna go to sunrise and sunset. We're gonna do all of our things here. Yeah. Again? You voted again, Kale? What did you log in under a different account? I saw that you voted. I saw that you voted on everything. I think it was last night, right? I appreciate that. I'm probably going to keep the poll running until Saturday or Sunday because I need time to actually plan stuff out. But I'm thinking I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to do co-op streams with a lot of different people, not just do like Elden Ring over and over. Like I like doing Elden Ring over and over, but I want to try to get a good variety of people in with different games. If we do co-op, you never know. Something may make a comeback. You know, something else may um, come up from behind. I must be off to return to my family. Must you? I wonder if you can kill her and take the key. Honestly, that would be a fun world of Void as well. Like, see how many people you can kill to skip quests. Like, can I kill that woman and get the key to skip having to go after the witch? You know, stuff like that. That could be fun too, just as like an exploratory thing, like learning more about the game. So we've got the stuff we need for the Sun Gem. We've completed the stuff we need for the Moon Gem. We have the lens for the observatory. We have the pick for the Ring of Mutation. And we're going to grab the Ring of Division on our way out. We also have the Fuzzy Leaf for the Leaf of Gomez. So I think we're looking good, y'all. I think we're about to get like 5 rings of power. Oh, and we got the raise spell for the Ring of Blood, right? Or Bile, whichever one. I can never remember. We've already got the stuff we need for the Ring of Evocation or Calling, whichever. Again, another one I can never remember the name for. Yeah. We're about to get a shitload of rings. Oh, thank you. To be completely honest, Kale, that was one of the reasons I started streaming was because I used to watch a lot of Markiplier back when Markiplier actually like was still streaming games or still doing YouTube videos, which he doesn't seem to do as much of anymore. And I always really enjoyed the ones when he was playing with Bob and Wade, when he was playing like the Forest and stuff like that. And like me and Megami, I have a lot of fun with Megami because I've known Megami for like 10 years. Like I met him on Dark Souls, and I always really wanted to like have that. Like that was one of the reasons I started streaming. I tried to get Calrea and Megami and a couple of other people to all start at the same time, kind of. And Megami was the only one that really showed interest in it. And it's actually, if he's lurking, I hope he doesn't take this the wrong way. it's actually only been in the last few months that he's really been like more gung-ho about it, you know, like for a long time he didn't really have a schedule. It would, you know, he'd go a couple weeks without streaming and then he'd do one. But he's been getting a lot more into it lately, and I'm glad to see that he seems to be having fun with it now that he's kind of building up a following, you know. But if you like the co-op stuff, you know, this Friday I'm already doing one. I'm actually going to be doing Stardew Valley co-op with Megami, Koji Carson, and Quex. Quex PRPG. So we're going to be doing a four-man group of Stardew Valley. We're going to be continuing from where me and Koji left off last time. So we're starting in summer of year one, and we're probably going to do at least one season, maybe 2 seasons. So we might make it to winter, but I'm not sure. He says give you all the money, but he only takes 1,000, so, or 1,500, so it's not terrible. Anyway. Exactly. Like, it doesn't have to be someone like I actually used to play a lot with Calrea, believe it or not. There's actually some really funny clips that I really enjoy where we're playing Stardew Valley together. Um, when I hit 500 followers, we did like the first half of It Takes Two, and we were both sick that day. We never went back and finished it, but we were both sick and we played it for like 6 hours. And she doesn't have any interest in streaming, so it's fun just playing with people. Um, you are absolutely correct. This is my town now. So you found the milk. How nice. Yeah. It was fun, and Calrea really got a kick out of it because I legitimately am like the dad in that game. Like, I legitimately do act like that guy. And there are some things that the mom does in that game that I'm like pointing at her. Like, it really is kind of creepy where, you know, the bits where the dad is like, oh, I figured this out because we were reading a book about magic and all that. And she's like, you would do that shit with our kid, wouldn't you? I'm off working at the office and you'd be teaching the kid about black magic or something just for funsies. Like I don't hate. I guess I could have just killed him before I came over here, huh? Boom. Get him, Alexi. Oh, do they? That's interesting. I never knew that. It's a very cute game. We need to go back and play more of that. I've also done. I've If Philip's still lurking, I need to do golf around with Philip. It's a mini golf game, and actually, I'll extend that to everybody. I'll throw that out there right now. I know that's one that Megami is not a fan of. Golf around is $5 on Steam, and it's basically you're playing mini golf on a bunch of really weird and out there tracks. It's very similar to golf with your friends, but you can like jump and you can have randomly shaped golf balls and all this different stuff. And I think that game supports like 8 people in a lobby. I don't know how laggy that would be, but that's definitely something I would love to do. Me and Philip have been talking about doing it, like me, Philip Schneider, Calrea, and Hannah, um, doing like a double date, like a mini golf double date thing. But I might see if people are interested in doing that. Like I said, it's a $5 game on Steam. You can play it with a mouse and keyboard, and it's fun. It makes me rageful, but it's fun. You have Golf It, not Golf Around. The only golf one I have is Golf Around. I'd have to look and see what the others are. I feel much better. I can remember. You got me the milk of youth. That must mean that the region is dead. He put me under a spell. I thank you. Here, take this old ring. My father's father owned it, and it's very valuable. I think it's called Division. I'm still a little foggy. Bruh, you foggy, you just gave me one of God's finger rings. But yeah, me and Calrea have done golf around before. Golf it is more expensive. Oh. Well, that doesn't sound fun. I want to do more Human Fall Flat. We did a Jank Bros community day of Human Fall Flat where we literally had like a full group of people. It was Rocket, Chainsaw, me, Aeon Aegis, amazingly enough. Mommy Dami, who you guys don't know. She never comes in here. She's somebody we know IRL. Um, whole bunch of people, and we actually played the entire base game of Human Fall Flat in one sitting, nonstop. It was super fun. How we looking on food and water? Ooh, a little spooky. I hope y'all don't think I'm trying to convince you to vote for co-op games. I can talk for an hour about almost anything. Whether I know what I'm talking about is another question, but Kale got me on the co-op game track. A wild, sussy, foxy floof has appeared. Sammy Tech Savvy, hello, how are you? I gotta be honest, I was on Twitter earlier, and for a second I thought that you had started an OnlyFox profile. How are you doing, my friend? We were just talking about co op streams, talking about the poll on the channel, on my Discord. You actually found the leaf. Amazing. Well, I'm really sorry, but I traded my ring to a priest named Yappa for a good luck charm. He said he was going to Great Cathedral with his prize. You can look for him there. And he still takes the leaf. I'm glad. I haven't been able to jump in lately, but I'm hoping that your streams have been going well for you, that you've been enjoying life to the best of your ability. I know there was a period there where OBS was being a right butt to you and it was making you depressed when you streamed, but I've been seeing you online. I just haven't been able to see you online. But I'm gonna have a good month where I'm not gonna have school after I turn in this paper at the end of the weekend. I'm gonna have like a full month off. But next semester is gonna be even crazier because I'm gonna actually be doing an in-person class as well as an online class. It's looking like so. Thank you for negotiating on the behalf of my people. You can find the moon gem in the center of the pool of foam on the first floor. Paraphrasing. Before you ask, it is not there before you complete the quest. Before anybody asks, I guess. Not before one specific person asks. And while we're over here, so we've got the Ring of Thought and Division. We are in go mode, y'all, as they say. See? An enchanter. That picture is of my real shape. I am returned unto my original form. That enchanter's like, bro! No! Give it back! Ring of Mutation, complete. Go us. That's 3 rings down and 8 to go. So you guys thought I just been wandering around, but really, I'm like Thanos preparing my master stroke. Ew, I don't want to think about Thanos and his master stroke. I've never played Phantasy Star Online 2. I played Phantasy Star Universe on the 360 back a long time ago. and I very much enjoyed that game. I was not employed at the time when that game came out, and I really went wild on that game. It was quite fun. Oh, I probably should have done this, huh? Bop. Bop. There we go. Perfect. Oh. You are a popular Foxy Floof. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Yep, they got you all over Twitter. All foxed up. Claw. And so we got the Moon Gem. And quest. Oh, no, I gotta do show. Sorry. It's like, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anyone back at Great Cathedral. That's one of my next stops. I'll be sure to let them know you betrayed their faith. Oh, whoa, press the button I didn't mean to. Hang on. There we go. Do not abuse your power by terrorizing the populace. That's not this run. That's a different challenge run, Thalmas. You know what? Just for funsies, I think I'm gonna do the Ring of Perfection glitch, so Super Whiteout can see it, and so that I can be max level before I go in this Necropolis. So we're gonna do this. I am Rashid. No, you're not. You're not Rashid. Rashid's on an island near Division. Tub life, y'all. Just a little casual drop there. Calray is telling me that I need to be responsible with my money, but I can tell you right now I'm going to be buying myself some new stuff on the merch store. I need to get a couple new shirts. I've been slacking on the Hawaiian shirts because they're starting to like wear out from me washing them like every week for 2 years. So I need to start transitioning over to more phenomenal stuff. I need to get some more shirts. I got 2 Tub Lifes and a couple of Jank Bros. I need to get, and I have a Glitch Bro as well. But I got some other stuff I want to pick up. Oh, went too far. Too far into the desert. Oopsies. Got one scary fight right here. And blaze it. And insane. Now I will say that with this party party group, I do tend to get my two powerhouses going sooner in the rotation, right? Because I don't think the game will usually make like all the enemies go before you. It's usually like 1 or 2 go on one team and then 1 or 2 on the other. So this does at least guarantee that either my best damager or one of my 2 paralyzers is going to go like right off the bat. Actually makes the fights a little easier because you don't have to worry about the archer and the knight taking up space on your team and slowing up your rolls. All right. Oh, damn it, he moved. I talked to the other dragon through the wall by accident because Flammery moved. No. Why you do this? That's unusual. I swear that never happens. That's funny. He just walked out of the way a little too quickly, and I ended up talking to another enemy through the wall. You know, Dazzle is surprisingly underwhelming for a Necromancer spell. It's a very low damage spell, especially compared to Stone. What? Why would I use a jewelry? No. Ah, a dove. Delicious, thank you. Here, take your pick from my treasure hoard. A nice shiny ring of power. Doesn't fit on my claw anyway. Go away, before I get hungry again. There we go. Ring of Intuition, completed. Bear's attack. Oh no, the dreaded desert bear. Whatever shall we do? And let's hit it with... I think I can use it. Oh, fuck. I was going to say, I think I can use a Dragonstone there. Don't really want to, but probably be a waste of resources, yeah? I can do a Boat Stone. I can afford the water. And straight south. I'm gonna point out this is one of my favorite little maps because it really I've talked about this before to several of you actually, but this little map right here just goes to show exactly how much the devs cared about what they were doing, and I'm gonna explain why. So you come here, go over here to the Chamber of Perfection, and if you look at this map, this is a very tiny map that you only ever see for, 3 minutes. But if you come down here, you are literally in a room underneath there. See? So you can actually see where the water is flowing into a little hole there where the dark blue water is. And it goes to show that they really wanted to have like that level of detail and that level of attention paid. And it's also really funny to think that like all these years this ring of power has just been literally like there's a rock on the coast, and if you look at the rock from the ocean facing the land, there's a ladder nestled in there that leads you into the room where the ring is, and that's where they hid it. Like, it's kind of silly. So we meet again, Buck. I have been waiting here for someone to show up and help me open the trap and get the Ring of Perfection. Without doing a damn thing. I have both of the gems, Fezzik. Good, then let me help you get the ring. 2 of you each take a gem and fit it into the slots at opposite ends of the room. Suddenly a ring materializes in the center of the chamber. The Ring of Perfection. I'm afraid you're out of luck, Buck. This ring is mine. This will be our first test of like, can we actually just power level our way through fights with parties double our size. So we come back. This is what we talked about before. And the ring is still there. You pick it up. Boom. And let's check it. That's 5 rings, baby. And if we want to, we can actually just leave. Like, we don't have to fight this guy. We can just bye. But you can talk to him again, and you can repeat the whole process. And then he's usually the one that goes first, and he'll either do that, or he'll paralyze you, or he'll do like a level 1 buff. So it's a little iffy what he's gonna choose to do per turn. This is actually kind of scary. We might die if his buddy goes, if his necromancer buddy goes. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're dead. We are dead. Dead. Oh, don't save, you idiot. Why would you save? Yeah. So that was a ham-fisted attack from Mr. Fezzik. Double master spells before I could do it. That's fine. It happens, Kale. They have they each have specific things that they like to do. Like they have certain patterns when they come out of the gate. I don't know if there's a way to manipulate those patterns, but that was not the pattern, right? The one where he just totally shit on me. We can just save again now, which is what I should have done after the first one. Yeah, it happens. I literally was like, oh, well, if the necromancer goes next, and then the necromancer went did his thing. But see, like this time, his two highest level characters were nowhere near as aggressive. One of them buffed, and one did like a level 3 one hit per person spell. Like that's why I think that the auto battle challenge run is going to actually be really difficult, because the AI is weird in this game. They do some weird and wild stuff, and Buck is going to have the clue spell. Like, you get that as part of the tutorial. So there is always going to be a very small chance that Buck just uses a random ass buff spell that does nothing or does very little. I'm going to have to be really careful with the spells I buy when I do that run. Like the way I bought all those spells for everybody, for the Necromancer and for Buck, I'm going to have to really be like, okay, these are the 5 spells that they can have. Like, I need to really be like, okay, we're going to go Mesmer. We don't need Confusion. Like, it's going to be that difficult. I'm going to sit down and actually plot out the spells that I buy for everyone based on when I'm, like, what my level is going to be for everybody, you know? All right, so that's 2 Rings of Perfection, and we are now max level. I know I'm not really making words that are good, but you guys know that I know what I'm talking about, right? Right. I have actually left this ring on the ground, like the Ring of Perfection. I've duplicated it and left it on the ground, and then beaten the game and come back. And it is still here after you've got the Rod of Creation, but when you pick it up, nothing happens. It doesn't give you the ring and the rod, which would be funny. But now possibly I'll do enough damage here that the Necromancer will feel obliged to heal his party instead of cast Reaper on me. Yep. And that's all of his mana. Joke's on him, I've got more. And that's at least 3 deaths, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's just 2. Oh, it's everybody. Okay, well, bye. Have a beautiful time. Can't just leave this lying around. All right, that's 5 rings and 3 level 9 party members. My power was at level 9,000. 9,000 is the max. It is the max your power level can be. Unfortunately. I don't know why they used such massively different numbers for HP and mana, honestly. That's the thing that's always confused me. Why is your blue bar counted in thousands and your HP is like 145 maximum? I always thought that was weird. I need to be over 9,000, but I can't. I'm over 9,000 if you count the mana as like bonus potential blue bar, like the mana items. Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Hey, buddy. And you suck. Do do do. Do do do. So at this point, it's honestly the game is now pure RNG. Like for anybody who was hoping for an embarrassing death for me, you got it. And now it's just going to be us just steamrolling everybody, hoping that they don't get to go before us, and claiming the rings one after the other. Feels good, man. Do 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 do. And a whole lot of mana. All right. Second maze of the game. You do get to see lots of master spells, though. There's that. You get to see you're going to see a whole lot of that face. I need to make that into an emote, don't I? I need to make Thalmus's face into an emote, but it would be really hard to like remove all that different colored bullshit from behind him. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Oh, I don't know if I'd have the patience to do it, we'll say. I would have to zoom the picture in really closely and then go into like paint and change every individual pixel white and then exclude that. Like it would be some work. It would be funny though. it would be work, but it would be funny. I already actually went through the bits badges. There are various characters headshots all the way up to like some insane like 10 million bits or something crazy. But all the bits badge levels I actually went through and I took captures of every single NPC in the game, and then very nearly all of them are a bits badge. Like there's a few that I just couldn't work in, or they just looked not that great when they were small, but for the most part, like almost every single NPC in the game shows up as a bits badge somewhere. And that was a fun afternoon for me, to be completely honest. Like I enjoyed doing it. It was, which I don't know why I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it. All right, so that's not the way. Wait, I was going the right way. What am I? I'm just gonna wander around and let the glass shards on the ground sap my strength while you guys watch me, if that's okay. Well, you did that. Now, it's my turn. Master. 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 Ugh. I should have a redeem. I need to make a channel point redeem that says no master spells or something, and have it be like for the next battle I can't use a master spell, just to make it more difficult for me. like when I'm doing like my fun runs or whatever, I could totally do something like that and just be like, no master spells. You know, the Phenomenal Sir can't use master spells for 10 minutes or something like that. This is probably the only game I would ever consider playing crowd control on. But that would be just horrible. Being able to like take away rings and stuff. Oh my god. It would be horrible trying to. I'd enjoy playing it, but it would be horrible trying to program that because I'm sure there's not a crowd control of this game. Yeah, that would be a B to try to make work. No, don't. Oh. Well, okay. Raw. Hey, whoa, where you going, bro? Buddy. I got no time for bullshit. We got our 6th ring straight ahead, waiting for our grimy little mitts to wrap around it. One reason why, like, the major thing that makes Buck and Oblique's master spells better than anybody else is the fact that they can't be blocked, as far as I can tell. The other ones, the other 4 are all bullet storm spells, and the individual bullets can be blocked, so you're not always guaranteed to do the same amount of damage. But where are you going? Stop, idiot. Um, but why is he? Okay, I think my controller is like officially dying, yo. Um, but the master spell and the worm spell just do damage. There's no like dodge ability there. So anyway, so that's our 6th ring. Now we're gonna take a little sojourn across the dunes. Would it be a sojourn? A travel? A trip? A journey? We're gonna come over here. They could have hit another 15 rings in this world. It's so big, really and truly. The game world is enormous for the age of this game. Oh, okay. And then shit like that happens. There we go. Oh, wrong one. Oops. Wrong one. Ermagerd. I can't believe I did that. Alrighty. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna peek. Oh, easy peasy. Gimme the ring Z. Ring of variation obtained. And now we're gonna boat stone. Just up there. Just because I can. Oh, whoa. Went too far, I think. Yeah. Or not far enough. Pick your poison. I was like, wait, I don't know this road. I'm lost. Sup, chickadee? Hello. Check this out. Ring of Calling taken. So that was the crystal ball that we got from the shipwreck way back at the beginning of the run. Like about an hour in, we checked out that shipwreck, the sunken ship. That's the crystal ball. We could have just gotten the ring at any point. I did some experimentation. That ring is not worth XP, probably because it's so easy to get. So, or if it is, it's not worth a lot of XP. I don't think it's worth any at all, though. Like real talk. So I usually just kind of leave that one until I'm over there getting variation as well. And now we're going to get the Ring of Advancing, which will have 1, maybe 2 corpse fights, and then a fight against a weaker group. And then we got to go talk to Mr. Belmont at some point, and we also have to wipe out the Power Lords team, and then go to Commerce and get the final ring, and we're done. In record time, no less. Okay. City. Oh, duh. I gotta actually give them the lens, huh? Can't just give it to the queen? Well, I mean, you can't just give it to the queen. That's what Imino's been doing all this time. I'm joking. Don't report me, please. Hello, sir. Alrighty. So that's done. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now, Ring of Advancing, take 2. Thanks for your help with the lens, but she tells us to go to the Great Cathedral to figure out how to get into the crypt, but we don't need to do that. We just have to walk in a circle really, really well. I like that when you're here, you can like look out and it's like you're seeing the edges of the buildings that are built along the sides of the castle, except there are no buildings built up against the edge of the castle. This castle sits off on its own in the town, so I don't know what those buildings are supposed to be. Well, I was just talking about how carefully they considered the layout of all their maps, and then they've got this enormous one that just makes no sense. I also still just want to understand how the hell he got in here when the key is still outside. Like, how did he get into the locked area with the ring? It doesn't seem right. I'm also wondering how Fezzik knew where the Chamber of Perfection was, because I found the note that tells you, like, there's a note in one of the libraries that says this is where it is. So who told him? How did he find out? Yeah. I will tell you, the most deadly thing that we could face in this run is a sorcerer casting Mesmerize. That could end us almost as quickly as master spells. If Darius or somebody was to go before us and decide that they want to choose the path of turdliness, they could absolutely. I don't know why. If I'd have stayed high on that road, I could have gotten past him and gone. I don't know why I stepped towards him there. I just panicked. They can absolutely prevent us from being able to attack, and then we're just screwed. But we'll be okay. There's really only like 3 more battles that I'm genuinely concerned about. And that's the Darius fight, the final fight for the Ring of Blood, and then the Power Lord's final fight. Those are the only ones I'm really concerned might end in defeat at this point. Why does this one square of water look different? Hello, Buck. Fancy meeting you here. It seems that the ring was real after all. Old Ricci had it on him all the time. I hate to do this, Buck, but if you want this ring, you're going to have to take it from me. Well, I hate to do this. Emino, but if you want this ring, you're going to have to reincarnate in another file because you're dead, brother. And your little friends, too. Reaper says he's going to stick around. Oh, never mind. Even the Reaper flees before the horrifying visage of Master Thalmus. That power's at 9,000! What? 9,000? And that's 9. 2 rings left, y'all. Ring of Will and the Ring of Blood. Ring of Blood is going to be interesting. Ring of Will is going to be a very brief battle on the steps of the Great Cathedral. Chickadee, sell me a ship as handsome as your face. Thank you. Let's get a feel for where this is. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think. Where's Cathedral in relation to all this? Here. Okay. Yeah, let's pop down to Mr. Belmont's place. You know what? Not today. Today, you die. And that wyvern right there just got replaced with a far more devastating enemy. Now, I would be willing to bet. I don't have the money on me right now, but I'm willing to bet a gift sub tomorrow that the next encounter I get will be drastically more difficult than that dragon that has attacked me like 9 times now. Somewhere, one of your craft is lost. Wait. Did I not get the log? Did I get the log? I did get the log. I remember. I remember doing it. I had to have done it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Hang on a second. I had to think, like, did I see that room full of clocks this run? Okay, I did. There we go. Full run of the mansion. Thank you. And this is actually going to end up being one of our faster runs. Like, in all seriousness, even with me taking a break early on and kind of like goofing off a little bit, chatting with y'all, which I love to do, this may end up, this could possibly be the fastest run of this I've done. And I know it's because we didn't waste the extra time getting the other party members. It's not like this is like a more optimized path or something. I've just been running all over the place. But it's always fun to see which challenges end up being really quick and which ones end up taking a little longer. The real challenge was not losing the interest of the friends we made along the way, Cleveland Tom. Also, speaking of the friends we made along the way, how was your runs last night? Did you end up like making good progress towards your goals in Punch Out, or? Hey, buddy. So, Buck, you've tracked me here. I assume you're after the Ring of Will. I'm afraid so, Yappa. Give it to me, and we will avoid a fight. I wish I could, but I am under orders from the High Priest to deliver the ring to the temple. The temple is not all-powerful, Yappa. There are other forces in the universe. I must have that ring. Then I'm afraid you must fight me for it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because you like moved around your setup, right? I think I missed like the first 15 minutes of your stream, but that's what I gathered was that you've flipped your setup around, or you've got new equipment. So you were trying to get it to like work correctly. Boom. Ring of Will. Thank you. Oh, wait, obligatory flex. You always have to kill Yappa right in front of the High Priest and then pay him to heal you afterwards. That's the ultimate flex. Okay, sounds good. Depending on when it is, I might be able to catch him. We have a friend coming over tomorrow evening, but if it's during the day, then I can definitely jump in. And you know what? I'm just gonna throw a Dragon Stone. Nice. Okay. This is a huge waste of resources, by the way, y'all. I've probably already burned 3,000 food. Yep. But that's okay because we're pro gamers. There's that. No, you're fine. You don't have to apologize. What are you apologizing for? Nowhere else in the world have you felt such a presence of evil. This place reeks of void. Alright, your ID looks okay. Go on in. Hey, Lenny. Hello again, Buck. Two flowers. Aw. And Mr. Belmont is now running towards us at high speed, but we camped and escaped. And now, under the cover of night, our dragon approaches the Power Lord's castle and begins to hunt for a place to land. Oh no. Don't actually think I can land anywhere, guys. Oh my god. Is this real life? Is this just fantasy? We are literally going to have to summon a second dragon because our spacing was off for the first one. Oh my god. Hey guys, what's up? Get killed. Knights must die so that they can't reduce our max HP. If we get hit with any max HP reductions, it's almost going to be a requirement that we go back to, because I don't have the perfect spell. I didn't buy it because I didn't have the money. So we would have to go get healed by a priest to get our max HP up to full. So I am gonna wish that I had not done that. I'm gonna wish I mesmerized. Damn, Stream Elements is going ham right now. Sorry about this sheet of advertisements, guys. Nope, I regret nothing. Slice. Oh, the first one, I didn't actually have to kill those people. The first one had the key. Whoopsie. I'm gonna have to make a D&D campaign based on this game. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Calray is down there trying to roll a new D&D character, and she's like, "Oh God, no! Please, no! It's gonna happen. We are gonna have a Rings of Power D&D campaign. It would be amazing if I can actually devote the time to like planning it out. It would be amazing because this game does feel sometimes like you're playing a D&D campaign to a certain degree. All right, attack! Abattoir. Oubliette. All right, so we got a few deaths. We got at least 2, possibly 5 dead. Maybe all? I don't know. We'll see. The Conjurer is iffy. Okay. I disagree with that knight surviving, but whatever. There was that long pause there. I was worried he wasn't going to actually do anything. All right. And mana. And camp to escape. And all that's left is the Ring of Blood. And then ye old final battle. That's perfection. So we gotta go down here. And then west. Probably stop in commerce. Get some supplies. Come down. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be hungry when we get there, but we'll be fine. There's commerce. And let's see. Sure, I'll pay a ridiculous amount of money for your ship. And then we're going to come down and around commerce. And up to this little island here. And this is where the fun begins, y'all. Every one of these battles has the potential to end us. So we are going to be careful. There we go. And now we are going to insane. And that's a very disappointing pair of casts. Each of those spells could have paralyzed the entire enemy party. And instead they chose that. But the two big meanies can't heal themselves or insta-kill me, so that's important. And the Necromancer should have enough mana for a Reaper spell, which will kill at least one of them. Should kill 2 of them unless he gets really crazy blocks. He got really crazy blocks. Bastard. There we go. Boom. Pretty sure he shouldn't have broken out that quickly, but okay. Wasn't he? Didn't I just paralyze him like a round ago? Game's throwing me some loops. There we go. There's the skull key we got from the Power Lord. And attack! Insane. There we go. That's what we like to see. Montage. Living. Master. Got him. And the Reaper. And that's first floor completed. All right. What do we got? 3 more battles? Two more trios, and then the final fight against the big baddie. Big baddie kills us on regular runs, so that'll be fun. Attack! Yeah, you know, Mesmer makes me sad. I wish I could figure out what... There's got to be some kind of a manipulation or something, because there was a while... Like, there's been times where I have paralyzed 5 people with Mesmer. But it seems like the last few runs, I'm consistently getting 1 every time. Whether it's a fun run or like a weird run. So I don't think it's based on the number of party members you have. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with like your character's mood. Like if you go advance, you paralyze more or something. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Mesmer already uses half your power bar, so... This is a scary one, because these ones are all max level. So in theory, all of them could hit me with Reaper. But they ain't going to do shit, because they're all paralyzed. Boom! Mortimer MVP. Hell yeah! Thank you, Mortimer. Now do that in the final fight in this dungeon, please. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. See, sometimes complaining pays off. None of them are going to die, but they're all going to be hurting. And we've got enough for a Reaper. Yeah, the Necromancer is just objectively the best party member. Sorry. The Insane spell costs half the mana and is just as effective as Mesmer. And he's got a good, decently powerful Master spell. It's not a guaranteed hit like the Sorcerers, but everything he can do, everything the Sorcerer can do, the Necromancer can do, and the Necromancer can heal. Only downside with the Necromancer is there's only 1. I'd be happy with, you know, just like 3. All right, y'all, this is the scary fight. So we've got 3 9th level and 2 7th or 8th level. Don't do that. Don't do this. All right, we're going to have to... Fucker. Okay. Pretty sure we're going to lose some people on this one. This may be a reload. We need all of them to be paralyzed. That's good, but not great. Thank you. Thank you, Mortimer. Did that one already go? Is he the one that froze me? No. Oof. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, okay. So we might be okay. Shocking. And we need a good... That's a good blaze. That's a good cast. Yeah, we won. Go us. Unless something really crazy happens with that one guy that's not paralyzed, I'm pretty sure we got this. Oh, and then something crazy happened. Damn it. What's he gonna frickin' do? Oh, he wasted his... Okay, he casted freeze again. I don't know what that spell's supposed to do. I think it makes it so that you can't block any attacks for the next round or something, but I'm not 100%. But I know what it didn't do, which is keep this guy from getting killed with a piddly little gray spell. Boom. And that was actually kind of scary, but we did it. And now all that's left is to go kick the shit out of the final boss. And this is going to end up, unless we have to restart a lot, this is going to end up being the fastest run of Rings of Power I've ever done. No, fuck you. And left. Okay. Did I pass it? I think I might have whipped past it. Nope. There it is. 1, 2 down, over to the left. And park in front of the door. This is the rings. There they are. Why, hello there, Buck. I've been waiting for you. It all came back to me. He's basically laughing about how I did all his hard work for him. And then Buck said, but now I have the power of the rings and can use them against you. Oh, interesting. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pans out for him. Oh, the two best ones, too. Oh, okay. Well, he's still got the Necromancer, but the Necromancer can't use his Master Spell. I literally just paralyzed the only 2 members of his party that have access to their Master Spell. So, what was that about seeing your friends in the Deadlands, Darius? Now, the Necromancer is probably going to die here. If he does, great. If not, fuck, he's going to heal them up. So now they get to go ham on me, and the Necromancer is probably going to heal them, but if we can survive, we can hit him with Reaper, and then that'll be GG. I mean, he could try to use a really good heal spell, but he can't heal all of them. He's going with Grace. Okay. He's literally the lowest possible level spell he could have gone with other than the starting spell. That's annoying, but you know what? I'll get healed at the temple after I take over the world, so. There we go. We did it. Stop the timer, y'all, because we are ascending into heaven to present unto Nexus the 11 Rings of Power. 3 hours and 10 minutes. Hell yeah. So it was that the victorious sorcerer Buck of the Academy of the Mind did defeat the evil Void. With Void's vessel on this world destroyed, the deceiver did flee forever. Buck then passed through the fount of heaven, bearing the holy seal of Nexus. The mighty Nexus looked down upon his home and saw that Buck had brought all 11 rings of power into his presence. The prophecy fulfilled, Nexus did transport Buck and the rings to his realm. Once in the majestic realm of Nexus, Buck willingly gave all 11 rings of power to the Great Being. In response to this gesture, Nexus restored the rings to their original form as the Rod of Creation and returned it to Buck. And then a great voice filled Buck's head. Welcome to my realm, Buck. You alone of your race have shown the purity and courage to reclaim all the rings of power. His friends are like, what? And return them to me. My brother Void has fled this world, and I must follow. He and I are but two sides of the same coin. As much as he hates me, he cannot destroy me. I will ensure that Void does not return here. Someday it may be that we will join again and become that which we once were, greater and at peace. You have proved your worthiness, and I shall leave the Rod of Creation in your trust. Use it wisely to rule your people. It upsets the balance between my brother and I, and we are better off without it. Good luck to you and your world. Deuces. With this, the being Nexus departed this dimension in pursuit of his brother, and so Buck too left the realm of Nexus and returned to his world. There he used the power of the Rod of Creation to build a mighty palace where the Fount of Heaven once stood. From that palace, he would direct the destiny of his world. And just like I say every time, I need to get with two Elise and I need to commission a drawing of this for an ending screen, like to kind of match the starting screen that I do where I'm up on the mountain reaching for the perfect game. And that's based off of the title screen for Rings of Power. So I need to have my end screen be that scene, and then have like the outline of a jank bucket in stars or something, and then have me like floating there in my flip flops and my like dad shorts, the cargo pants, and my Hawaiian shirt, and then have like the perfect game in front of me, like I'm presenting it to the jank, to the god of jank. That'd be awesome. I have so many great ideas for like merch and artwork and stuff, and I have no artistic ability whatsoever. I'm an idea man. So that has been Rings of Power, and this has been the end of the Light and the Dark challenge run. We now have the run of the world, and all that we see is our responsibility. But responsibility is gross, and that's for adults, and I don't want it. So instead, I am going to look for somebody to raid. Somebody has a suggestion, speak now or forever hold your pieces. And let's see. Hmm, 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 hmm. I guess we could see if somebody else is playing Rings of Power, but what are the odds, right? I guess we gotta look now that I've made the joke. Rings of Power. I am, in fact, the only person playing Rings of Power right now. Hmm. Shocker. Okay. Um, let's. Huh. Any suggestions? Am I surprised? What am I? No, I'm not surprised. We were talking about co-op streams earlier, and he was in here earlier, so we are going to raid Splangy. But I do want to throw out, if you are a fan of the Dark Pictures anthology, um, Kita is playing that right now. I just don't know how interested y'all would be in that. But she's a super nice person. She's playing one of those horror anthology games from the Dark Pictures series. It's got like the Man of Medan and all of those. It's from the same people that made Until Dawn. So she's very nice. But we are gonna raid Splangy because Splangy was here today, and Splangy is awesome. I very much enjoyed Splangy's streams last night. Um, and he's playing Mario Party with some other people. So anyway, thank you everybody as always for being here. I hope that you had a good time because I know that I had a good time. Big thank you to Super Whiteout for the gift subs, and again, just thank you to everybody just for hanging out and keeping me company as I beat this game for the 37th time. Raid time indeed, Philip. We need to work out a time for golf around. I don't know if you were listening before, but we can talk about that later because now we're gonna go raid, and I'm feeling so excited. I might even throw up a message for like what our little thing is gonna be. That's all you gotta say. If you have it, great. If not, you can just spell the word jank out. But that's what I'm gonna be spamming when I get in there in about 5 seconds. So I will be back Friday with Koji Carson, Quexp RPG, and Megami Mori playing co-op Stardew Valley starting day one of summer year one. And if I can't see you there, then until next time, stay healthy, stay safe out there, y'all. Later.